Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Capable Beauty here. If it's your first time seeing any of my videos, thank you so much for stopping. Thank you so much for clicking, and I'm hoping you like what you see and you want to see more of me. If you are returning, girl, what's good? I am so happy to see you again. And if you do and you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. Turn on your notification. Just hit that notification bell down below. Turn it on. That way, every time I upload, you will know about it. And follow me on my social media. Follow me on Instagram. Your girl don't have a Twitter, so don't worry about that. Just follow me on Instagram. There will be pictures of this beautiful look. And usually I post on Instagram letting you guys know when I'm about to upload, okay? Now, let's not waste time and get right into the video. Alright guys, so for today's look, we are doing some berries, okay? We are going to be playing with the Juvia's Place palette, this Juvia's Place palette right here, and we are going to be going in with these beautiful colors right here. Now, most of the product I'm using in this video is mostly first impressions, and yeah. So, as for this look, I'm not so sure what I want to do yet. I'm just going to just make it up as I go along. We are going to see how this palette work out. I usually like the Juvia's Place palettes anyway, so I'm never disappointed. So let's see what we got. For my eyeshadow base today, I am going to be going in with my NARS concealer, and this is in the shade Caramel, and this is medium dark 2. I'm going to be using that as a concealer for my eyes. And as always, I like to blend out my concealer with my hands, so I'm just going to do that. This is also my first time using this product right here. So far, I do like the color. This is the color. This is the shade of concealer I like to highlight with. And I also use my same shade for my primer, for my base, for my eyeshadow. All right. And I feel like I want to, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. All right, we're going old school today. We're using tape. And let's get started. I am going to go in with this brush right here. This is a Morphe brush. And I am going to take this shade right here first. I'm not so sure what I want to do. So just gonna see how this works out. I'm just building up that color. I'm still going in with the exact same color. I haven't changed the colors yet. So far, this is very pigmented, and like I said again, I'm usually not disappointed with the Juvia's Place palette, so I wasn't expecting anything less. I'm still using the same color. I have not changed colors at all. I'm just building up this color right here. Now, this is a clean brush. I am just going to buff up right up here. Just going to just buff it out a bit. color right here. This is a glitter shade. I'm going to go in with that shade right there. I am going to use this Morphe brush right here. This is actually a silicone brush. I'm going to use that to pick up that glitter just because these sort of brushes works best for glitter. And I am just going to use that to apply that glitter. See that? This picks it up a whole lot better. Going back in with that same brush that I used before to apply my first shadow, I'm going to use that to blend the glitter shade that I just applied in with the eyeshadow. And I am just lightly going over it just because I don't want to lose that glitter. Now, I am going to go in with this darker shade right here. It's almost the same as this color here, but it's just slightly darker. This one right down here, I'm going to use that. And I'm going in with that same silicone brush. And I am going to actually apply that shade right in the middle right there. Just right in the middle here. Now, going back in with that exact same brush that I had used, I am going to go in with this darker purple right here, this berry right here. I'm going to go in with that. And I'm just going to use that right on my outer V just to darken out my outer V. Going back in with that exact same brush that I didn't add no product to, I'm just going to buff up right here just because I felt like it needed a little bit of cleanup. And that is it. I'm going to finish the rest of my eyes later. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I applied my liner, and for my liner I used the Makeup Revolution Makeup Obsession liner. This is that double tip liner. I use that, and for my lashes I'm going to be using the Lila lashes. For my primer today I am going to be using the Hard Candy Primer. This is that mattifying primer. I'm going to be using that. Now, this is a drugstore primer, but I actually really like it. I did moisturize my face before I apply my primer, and as always, I always use my Curology Daily Moisturizer for my face. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I applied my lashes off camera in a wing liner. Right, for my foundation today, this is a first impression. I am going to be using the NARS foundation, and this is their soft matte complete foundation, and my shade is medium deep 5, and I'm just going to apply about 3. So this foundation comes in a tube, and it comes like that. Hopefully this is not going to be one of those foundation that you loses half of it just because it's in here. But at the same time, the fact that it sits upside down, most likely you shouldn't. To apply my foundation, I'm going to be using my beauty blender. And it's my first time using this foundation. I actually just picked it up. Guys, whenever you apply foundation, never forget your neck and never forget your ears. Don't do that. Now, as for me, my neck is slightly darker than my actual face. So for that reason, whenever I am matching my foundation, I tend to really like to match my foundation with my neck and not my face. Just because when I blend it in, I need both of them to blend in together. So most time I tend to go darker on my foundation than I would my actual face color. But whenever you're doing your makeup, never forget your neck and don't forget your ears. So far, looking at this foundation, this is a beautiful foundation. It applies beautifully. I would say this is a medium to full coverage, but this is an absolutely beautiful foundation. It's really pretty. For my concealer, I'm going in with the NARS concealer, and this is in the shade Caramel, and this is medium dark 2. For my contour, I am going in with my NARS Dark 2, and this is my contour color. Going to apply that there. Now, I am going to set my highlight. And for that, before I do that, I'm just going to go over it one more time to make sure everything that may have creased, just fix that up. And to set my highlight, I'm going to be going in with my Fenty setting powder, and this is in the shade Honey. There is absolutely nothing on this brush. I'm just making sure to dust off whatever may have left there. I really don't like to bake, so I want to make sure I don't have no excess powder sitting on my face. Now, Mineral Bare Pro setting powder, and this is in Chai 26. I'm going to use that to set my overall face, and I'm going to use this brush right here to do that. I'm going to browns, and for bronzer today I am going to be using my Makeup Revolution bronzer, and this is in the shade Dark. I'm using my bronzer to contour my nose. Now for blush today, I'm going to be going into this palette that I got from Ulta. This is by Ulta Beauty, and for my blush, I'm going to be going in with this middle shade, this more berry shade right here. I'm going to be using that for blush, and I am going to be using that same brush that I used to set my overall face. Whoa, this is very pigmented. Whoa. All right. Now for my highlight, I am going to be using, for my highlight, I'm going in with the Melt Cosmetics highlight, and this is in the shade Genesis. That right there. I'm using that exact same brush. All right, I'm gonna go in and finish my eyes. So for that, I'm going back into this Juvia's Place palette right here. And what I'm going to do is this dark shade right here and this shade right here, I'm going to mix the two for my under eyes. I'm just going to dip my brush back and forth in both shade and just use that for my under eye. For my setting spray, I use the Morphe. This is the continuous setting spray to set my overall face. And for my lips today, I decided to go with a red lip, and I'm really liking this red. This is by Tease Cosmetics. It's like Tease with a Z. And the shade is Romantic Red. It's just a candy red, not a matte, has some shine to it as you can see, but it is a beautiful red. Okay, and the eyes with this red lips, I think I outdid myself on this one. I really like this look right here. This is so pretty. I'm very proud of myself. I love it. So you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. Please let me know. And most of these products that I use, even though it was my first time using them, I am actually loving them, especially this foundation. I absolutely love this foundation. This is such a pretty foundation. The concealer is pretty. The highlighter, gorgeous. Okay, I am happy with my purchase on these stuff. And this eyeshadow, oh my god, this palette is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to do another look using that exact same eyeshadow just to give you guys another look using that palette right there. And I'm going to actually pick up the other ones just because I'm very happy with this right here. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and I'm hoping to see you guys on my next video. Bye.